So we are in the last leg of our preparation for CAT. So these are the top 5 mistakes you should avoid in the last leg of preparation. First is not analyzing your mocks. A lot of students start taking their mocks at this point of time and they take a lot of mocks one after the other. They take mocks without analyzing the mock. So before you take your next mock, make sure you have gone through the previous mock carefully. You have taken a look at all the sets you attempted, even the sets that you didn't attempt. Go through every single question. Any question that you got wrong, you have to essentially analyze, why did I get that question wrong? When you are considering LRDI, you have to figure out, why is it that I picked this set and I didn't pick this easy set as such. Your mock strategy has to be carefully refined at this point of time. So the first important mistake to avoid is not analyzing mocks. The second common mistake that a lot of students do is that they keep revising the same concepts again and again without practicing. A lot of students just want to see concept videos. They keep seeing revision videos, concept videos. It is very, very important to see concept videos and revision videos. But only seeing videos is not enough. You have to practice. Therefore, I always say that there should be a thumb rule to how much time you actually spend watching videos versus practicing. If you are actually watching a revision video, what I would suggest is that whenever I'm discussing a concept, write down and understand the concept. But the minute I'm actually discussing a question, pause the video, try to solve it yourself, and only then see the solution. So we have excellent revision videos for quant, LRDI, and verbal. I want you to use this strategy. It is very, very important to balance practice with revision in these last few days. Do not just watch videos. Whenever you are seeing a video where a question is discussed, pause and try to answer the question yourself before seeing the solution. The third common mistake that many students make is that they ignore their weaker areas and keep revising or practicing from their stronger areas. See, all three sections are important for your CAT preparation. For actually cracking CAT, for doing well overall, you need to put in effort in all three sections. So if you know that, okay, your VARC is weak or LRDI is weak or quant is weak, you cannot ignore it. You know that, okay, one of the three sections is weak or even two of the three sections is weak. You have to put in more effort there. You cannot afford to ignore your weak areas. Within a section also, if you know that there are a few topics that you're not very good at, you have to address that issue. Particularly if the topic is a very high weightage topic. For example, if you're weak in, say, RC, you cannot actually do well in the VARC section if you're weak in RC. Secondly, if you're weak in arithmetic, arithmetic is often make or break when it comes to quant section. If you are weak in puzzles or in arrangement sets or in table-based sets, you have to address that issue. You cannot ignore weak areas. The fourth most common mistake a lot of students make is that they do not practice enough under a time constraint. What do I mean by time constraint? So your mock has a defined time. The actual CAT also has a definite amount of time that you get to solve the questions. Your ability to solve a particular question in time constraints is what is going to determine whether you're going to solve it in actual CAT or not. Your ability to solve a quant question in, say, 2 or 3 minutes is very different from your abilities to solve the same question in 5 minutes. So it matters whether you are able to solve those questions in time pressure, in time constraint. So when you're practicing, I want you to also take time tests. These are extremely important. Time tests can be in the form of mocks, sectionals, or time topic tests. All of these are important practice in the last few days. The fifth most common mistake that a lot of students make is that they have inconsistent study schedules. Consistency makes sure that you have momentum going into CAT. Consistency makes sure that you have a good flow to your question solving. If you're inconsistent in studying, suppose you have large breaks in your preparation, what is going to happen is that you're going to be very inefficient in your study process. Every time you have a large break, you have to spend some time getting back into groove. You have to spend some time getting back into that momentum, into the speed of solving. So this is very inefficient as such. In the last leg of solving at least, I do not want you to ever go 2 days without practicing or 2 days without actually studying for CAT. Every single day you should put in an effort to at least solve a few questions. Because if you have an extended gap, it makes it just that much harder to actually come back to CAT. So do not have a break in your studies. Do not be inconsistent in your studies. Be consistent at least every day. Put in a minimal effort. Suppose some days are especially difficult, or if you're especially busy, at least put in half an hour to make sure that your study streak is not broken. If you have a consistent study streak, it will keep you motivated and it will keep you in the flow of practicing, in the flow of solving questions. And that flow is also very important.